All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we would like to say, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. That is to say, all praise to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh, and the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, through the Holy Spirit, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as to the rest of the hopeful righteous elect, men, women, and children of Israel, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth among the heathen, as well as those that even look like the heathen. This is not a black or a white thing. This your brother Yaradamba.
Brother Yarmaya.
From the GMS camp here in Chicago, coming back at you with what we hope to be another short yet edifying lesson. All right, and we want to go into the second death that's coming, man, and how it's going to be a beautiful thing for the elect. All right, that's something that we understand has to happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and get straight into the scriptures, and I'm gonna start here at the book of Revelation, chapter 15 and verse 1. It says, "And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High."
That is the elect, all right? The first round draft pick, all right? The holy host of heaven, you know?
God,
Us being received, it goes into ultimately us being received into a chariot, a so-called UFO, or IFO, or what they call it, aerial phenomena.
They call it everything, a drone, an orb.
But exactly, but these are the chariots of the Lord that's going to bring this destruction, and that's going to deliver us, all right? And then when you go into the book of Thessalonians, it lets you know that the men will meet up with the Lord in the air, those of us that are already in the spirit world, the elect that died, you know, and come down here. But go ahead.
Continuing on.
That's a side note. Go ahead.
In verse 3, it says, "And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High."
Only the elect can say that song. Go ahead.
"And the song of the Lamb, saying, Great and marvelous are thy works, Lord power almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. Who shall not fear thee, O Lord, and glorify thy name? For thou art holy, for all nations shall come and worship before thee, for thy judgments are made manifest." So, hey, the elect marveled, and they sung a song of joy when they saw that sea of glass mingled with fire, man. When they seen that second death coming, they were joyous.
Because we gonna be looking down from the chariots. Hopefully, we of the elect, you know, the hopeful elect. That goes into us looking down from the chariots and seeing this destruction. Go ahead.
That was it on that Revelation 15. Hey, and that's why, we're going to get to Revelation 18 now. All right, this is the book of Revelation 18 and 20. It says, "Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High hath avenged her on you. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all." So, hey, the Lord is avenging. That also proves the reincarnation, that the prophets were here on this side of the earth, man. Because
that's right.
The Lord is going to avenge the prophets for what Babylon has done to them, man. All right?
That's right, because the prophets are the only ones with the song, all right? With golden to the truth. We the only ones who know the mysteries of the Lord, man. All right? The Lord said a remnant shall return. Only the people who have this truth is going to come back into it, going into how the brother said reincarnation, is going to come back into this truth, all right? Bring it out in the latter days before the destruction. Well, go ahead.
God. That's it on that as well. You wanted to Jeremiah 50.
Yeah.
This is the book of Jeremiah 50 and 1. It says, "The word that the Lord Yahweh spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded."
What scripture you at?
You said start at the top, Jeremiah 50.
Nah, bro, I didn't say that, bro. It's the Jeremiah 50 and 13.
Okay, kind of lucky.
No, that's all good.
Jeremiah 50 and 13. "Because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her at all her plagues.
Put What's gonna bring the plagues? The missiles, man. And that's gonna create that sea of glass mingled with fire.
Verse 14, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her. As she hath done, do unto her.
Yeah, when you go into Revelations, it say reward unto her double. And what has Babylon did to us? This is why that destruction is coming. This is why that judgment is coming. It's the Lord avenging his elect and delivering his elect. And it's going to happen through the laser fire from the chariots. And it's going to happen through thermonuclear missiles. This is Isaiah 34 and verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is written therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. So, as it says in the book of the second Esdras, he said they gathered together, was scared, it was fearing them, but they durst fight. You know, just going back, because this is the new Egypt, all right? The Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart in the ancient world to fight back just so he can smash them. And it's going to happen just like that with all these nations. All right? In the Third World War, the Lord is going to come and put a mist and put a stop to this madness, man. There's going to be a lot of chaos going around. And the Lord is going to come and fuck everybody up. I'm going to read verse 2 again. It says, for the indignation of Yahweh, and that goes into a righteous anger. The indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of the carcasses. And it goes into that in the book of Joel too. All right? You niggas about to get destroyed. You about to be a nigga walking past. He had a Navy outfit on. I said, this nigga finna be part of the stink. I looked at him, I said, he about to be part of the stink. All right? It said, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. See, now this goes into how it's gonna look when the missiles hit this place, all right? It said, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and their host shall fall down, as a leaf falleth from the fig tree, and as from the falling, as a fig falleth from the tree. That's how the missile's gonna be. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven, and behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. All right? And that's talking about the so-called white man. And he's a people before he's a place just like Jerusalem, just like Israel. All right? This Mystery Babylon the Great, hey, this is Idumea. So this is the last kingdom of the so-called white man. It said, the sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats, because this is going to be a sacrifice. The Lord is going to sacrifice them, and he's going to deliver us. It's like when you go into the atonement, right? He had the goat that don't get slaughtered, and he had one that got to die. The Lord always requires a sacrifice. All right? It says, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for Yahweh have made a sacrifice in Basra, which is the stronghold of Edom, going back into America, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. It says, that's it. Oh yeah, verse 7 and 8. It says, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood. Going into that sacrifice, it said, and their dust shall be made fat with fatness, for it is the Lord's vengeance. For it is Yahweh's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. So going back to the Revelations, the 15th, go back to Revelations, the first one you brought out.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 15 and verse 1 again. It says, and I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High.
So see, all this that we're reading about is the wrath of the Most High. When you read words like wrath, indignation, vengeance, it's a build-up behind that.
Judgment,
Go ahead.
recompense.
Judgment, exactly. Recompense. Go ahead.
And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire,
That's
and,
this place, but go ahead.
and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name.
See, so there you go. Because the hour of temptation is coming. Well, this so-called white man, see, everybody else, they tied up into the beast, man. They went whoring after his image. They went whoring after the ways of the so-called white man, just like Eve in the garden. All right? Just like they have that same spirit, man. They not snapping out of this. Oh, them Jakes who wanted to go to Egypt. Them Jakes, what them niggas say we had quails and melon, chicken and watermelon. See, Jake always had that spirit to go a whore. But see, this time these niggas are whoring. They go into the ways of mystery Babylon the Great. And the Lord just really gonna get them. Because this is the worst it's ever been. I seen some shit today that was some of the worst shit I ever seen. Going into these moles. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. But the elect is gonna fight through that, man. That's why the scriptures say acceptable men are tried in the furnace of adversity. Because see, we out here in the midst of all this shit. And we gotta come out on top. Go ahead.
Continuing on.
So we won't be part of that sacrifice.
Continuing on, finishing off this verse, it says, and over the number of his name stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works. Lord power almighty, just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints.
So there it go. Just and true are his ways. This is the controversy of Zion, man. You about to find out who the real Israelites are. You about to, and on top of that, you about to find out who the elect of those people are. The people who have that truth. All right, I'm going to read this verse 8 over, Isaiah 34:8. It says, for it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. You get 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter?
Yes, sir.
You had something?
I was holding you was going into the fire, but we ate an acceptable men are made in the furnace of adversity. This is the book of Zechariah chapter 13 and 8. It
Perfect.
says,
That's perfect.
and it shall come to pass that in all the land, right? Land singular meaning, Babylon. Saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power. So, this is the time now where the elect are going through that spiritual fire right now and getting our minds right, man. Keeping our shit wired tight. Fighting the good fight of faith. But the 2/3, they're going to have to go through that physical fire of the lake of fire, man, that we're talking about in this lesson.
That's right.
2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. Where did you want me to start at?
You can start at 1. We can finish it out with this, though. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 16 and 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
Because this is the 3rd world war. The war to end all wars. Go ahead.
Gird up yourselves with the cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry. For your destruction is at hand. A sword is set upon you, and who may turn it back?
And that's going into the nuclear missiles, man. Go ahead.
A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
Nobody. Go ahead.
May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood?
Nope.
Or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
So this is what's gonna happen, man. You take something, you imagine something. You have to take a little pebble, a little rock, and put this little sludge hammer to that motherfucker. That's how the Lord is gonna do this place. Go ahead.
The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow.
Now this going into the missiles. Go ahead.
His arrow.
It's parabolic, Salaki. It's parabolic, man. It ain't no nigga with a big ass arm. We two big black niggas, man. Big niggas, man. We ain't finna shoot no muscular. We ain't
from
finna shoot
Chicago
no.
to China.
Exactly, man. You niggas think this nigga Apache Chief off fucking Super Friends. These big ass arm. No, it's parabolic. Go ahead.
His arrow that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
See, that's key right there, into the ends of the world. Meaning on the other side of the earth from where it's being shot from. That's why it's called ICBM, Intercontinental Ballistic. Satan 1, Satan 2. They got the Moab, mother of all bombs. They got all type of shit, man. Go ahead.
Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
See, there you go. A sea of blood mingled with fire. Go ahead.
Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days?
We brought this out last night. That's the fear.
And again, that's another one that proved reincarnation as well.
Yes, right.
Because Ezra's like, he's seeing the future prophecies, man. He's like, oh, damn, how the fuck I'm finna get out of this shit?
Exactly.
You know, but back to verse 18. The beginning of sorrows.
He knew Salaki, and he knew he'd be here. He's one of the wisest men to ever live. Why would he say that? You know? Go ahead.
Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Yeah, because these niggas don't care. The Lord is just going to take them, and he going to wipe all their ass the fuck out. He's going to take them, and he's going to wipe all of them the fuck out. He's going to take them and wipe all of them the fuck out. All right? Go ahead.
But behold, victual shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down.
That's it.
God. So, hey, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson, man. With that, we gonna say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the hopeful elect, man. Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abba Babal.